In your funnel designer, you can now get a quick bird's eye view of optimistic and pessimistic scenarios using our feature figures. One of the purposes for creating scenarios is to set optimistic and pessimistic expectations. For example, what if it turns out that your paid traffic source becomes more expensive than you anticipated? You'll have to change each element individually in your scenario for this. But wouldn't it be easier if there was a scenario-wide adjustment so that you can control the figures for traffic, conversions, and other factors from a bird's eye level? This is why we created figures. With figures, you can now adjust figures globally across a scenario in relation to the original scenario. To get a quick view of a pessimistic scenario, let's return to our original scenario. When I hit the Simulate button, the app will give me a pretty number showing that I would make a profit of $18,140. What would my profit look like if traffic was 50% more expensive than expected? Let's use figures to get a snapshot. To use figures, click the new figures icon in the menu toolbar. Toggle on Enable and adjust the figures as you want. If I tell the funnel designer to increase traffic costs by 50%, it will apply this increase to every traffic element in this scenario. When I return to my traffic elements, notice how these numbers are locked in. This is because I've enabled figures. Now, let's hit Simulate. By enabling figures and increasing traffic costs by 50%, my profit has dropped from $18,140 to this number here. Keep in mind that the numbers you set in figures will override the numbers you set for every page element in the scenario. Let's say that I want to create an optimistic scenario where conversions skyrocket by 50%. This would apply the conversion rate to all elements in this scenario. That means that the figure here has increased by 50%, so it's locked in. The figure here also increased by 50%, so that's locked in too. The figure here also increased by 50%. That means that by enabling figures and applying the 50% increase to all elements, this number here is no longer 10%, it's 15%. To disable figures, simply click the figures icon and toggle it off. Click Confirm, and don't forget to save your work.